like an arena.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
Sand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's around?
Coliseum.
The Colosseum. Mm-hmm. Describe it for me.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you're doing there?
I don't know.
Notice your body. Look down at your feet. Does your body feel male or female?
I can't tell yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The first thing that comes to your mind, don't question.
Like a gladiator.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Tell me more.
The legs are exposed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I think I have shoes on.
Very good. What about their torso? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing something. My arms are out though.
Yes.
Nothing on my arms.
What are you wearing on your chest?
Sleeveless shirt type.
Mm-hmm.
That comes down.
Yes.
The pants, I don't know. It's like shorts maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Type.
Yes. Are you holding anything?
No.
No.
Just open the door.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine you're doing there in this empty arena?
No.
How do you feel about it?
Just feel like I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one there.
Yes. Does it seem
It's
like...
green, like a green. The color is green of the walls around the Colosseum.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. So just take a moment and see what it is that you're doing there at this time. What is your responsibility for being there?
I'm just walking in the arena. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe preparing.
Mm-hmm. So just keep going. Just tell me what it is that you do as you walk around.
I'm just like I'm in the middle of an arena.
Mm-hmm.
No one there.
Yes.
I may have something on my head.
Mm-hmm. What is that that's on your head?
A helmet?
Mm-hmm. Touch it.
It feels like a gladiator.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Like Ben-Hur.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you there? See the number in your mind.
34.
Okay. And is this your job to be there?
I don't know if I live there or I work there. I don't know.
All right, well, let's find out. I want you to close that scene and go to the place in which you live. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be in the place in which you live. 1, 2, and 3.
It's a house.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
Big table. Big wood table.
Yes. Who's there with you?
A cat.
Mm-hmm. It's your cat?
A black cat.
Mm-hmm.
On a chair.
Mm-hmm. Do you live alone in this place, or are there others with you?
I'm wondering, I think I have a wife.
Okay, very good. So advance to the moment in which she is there with you.
Cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Big pots. Big
Yeah.
pot.
Yes.
Old. It's old.
It's an old house?
Oh, yeah. It's old.
Yes. What do you notice most about this place?
It feels good to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Food on the table will be good.
Very good. Advance to the point where you're eating the food.
Stew.
Mm-hmm. What does it taste like?
Good.
Is there anything
Vegetables.
else? Vegetables.
Bread.
Just take a moment and just eat your meal. Notice what you're eating with. Notice how it tastes.
I think it's water. I have water in a cup.
Is there anyone else on that table besides you?
My wife.
No children?
No. It's quiet.
And what does your wife call you? What is your name?
With a J. Jacob. J. Something with a J. Jacob. I
Jacob.
think. Or something like that.
Okay. Very good. When I call you Jacob, does that sound right?
Yeah. A little bit.
Close
Yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
Very good. So let's do something. I'd like for you to close that scene. And I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you will be at work doing what it is that you do on a daily basis. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
At the Coliseum.
What's happening there now?
I have a robe. I think I'll work with horses.
Yes.
Big horses.
What do you do with
Chariot, or a chariot,
a
maybe.
chariot?
2 of them. There's 2.
Yes. What do you do with the horses and chariot?
I get it ready to go somewhere.
All right. So let's walk through the process. I want you to just begin to get the horses ready in the chariot and tell me what it is that you do.
Battle? I don't know if we're fighting or...
Yes. Trust your first impression.
I don't want to say jostling, or it's like
Are you in that chariot?
I'm getting it prepared
Okay.
for an event.
Yes.
It's just foggy. I don't know exactly what I'm...
So just allow yourself to talk your way through it. I don't want you to try to see anything.
Okay.
Just tell me what you do in a work day.
I fixed horses, bridles,
Yes.
and all the bridles and the horse that's attached to the chariot.
Yes.
It's a small chariot. It's not very big.
Yes. Is it just for one man to stand
Yes.
on?
Maybe 2
Okay.
behind. Like a spot behind someone could... I don't know if I have like a sword or a... I don't know what that is.
Advance a little bit more to where the event begins. What happens? Do you hear anything?
A lot of people are going to come, or they're coming in.
How does it feel in that place, in that arena, as it starts getting filled?
Exciting. It's a red chariot.
Yeah.
black horses.
Mm. Tell me more.
I don't know what I do.
Advance a little bit more to where those chariots are used. What is the purpose of them?
You're running around the Coliseum and the arena.
Are you on it?
Yes. I guess they're my horses. Or I care for them.
Yes. And as you're running around the Coliseum, what happens as the people watch you?
They're happy. Cheerful. Trying to keep my consciousness out.
So is it your responsibility to open up this event with the chariots?
I think so.
And is there any other chariot, or is just yours?
I just see mine now.
Okay. Very good. And you told me you're wearing a cape? Does that cape fly around with the chariot?
Yes.
Yes.
It's around like my shoulder.
Yes. What color is it?
Red, the cape.
So the
Red chariot.
chariot with
Gold.
the red. Yes. And notice if you're doing anything else besides holding on to the reins.
That's all I'm doing.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Taking them around.
Good.
I don't see anybody else in the arena.
Yes. Yes. So advance a little bit more. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll advance until something important happens at that event. 1, 2, and 3. You're there now. What's happening? Yes.
I think we...
Yes?
I think we torture people.
Tell me about that.
We bring people out.
Mm-hmm.
But who... They don't...
I don't want you to analyze it. I want you to tell me what's happening.
I just see these people, but I don't...
So tell me what happens. These people, where do they come from?
Bring them out, but they've done something bad.
Okay. Are you responsible for bringing them out?
No. I'm
Okay.
on the chariot.
You're still on the chariot.
I'm on the chariot.
Okay.
But I see them bring people out.
Mm-hmm. What happens
I
then?
have a whip.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with that whip?
I can crack it
Mm-hmm. Yes.
to hasten the horses.
Mm-hmm. And what is it that you're doing with the horses?
I was just going around the arena, but now there's 3 men in the arena now that they brought in.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
People that look like me brought them in.
Yes. What happens next?
I think I beat them, the men, with my whip as I go by.
Mm-hmm.
Or I pop the whip, or I pop them.
Yes. And how does it feel when you do that?
It's what they want.
Mm-hmm. And what happens to those who are watching when they see
They
you?
like it.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
I guess I'm doing my job.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I think that's all I do. I bring the horses out in the arena, but I see these 3 men. They look like prisoners.
Yes. Yes, continue. Go through the entire event. What happens next?
I can pop my whip, but I think I hit them with the whip.
Yes.
And I get off the chariot.
Yes.
They're tied. I think they're tied by their hands.
Mm-hmm. Do they run?
They were brought in, there's 3 of them.
Are they able to move as you?
They can walk, but they're like, they were hunched over.
Yes. What happens next?
There's another one like me. Gladiator type.
Yes.
We whipped these men, these 3 men.
Yes. How long do you whip them?
People like that.
Yes.
I think they're bleeding on their backs.
Do you stop or do you continue?
Well, when I'm joined by the other one, where we're whipping them.
Yes.
I think they're tied with their hands to a pole, maybe. Post.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I don't have any feeling toward them at all. I'm just really worried about my horses and the chariot.
Yes. Yes, continue. What happens next?
I guess they're sentenced to the beating, possibly.
Is it your job to kill them or just whip them?
Just whip them. I don't think I killed them. I think I just strap their backs.
Yes. How do you know when you're done?
When they look a bloody mess. But I'm not the only one. There's another helping.
Is that the other chariot?
The other, I didn't see I think I only have one chariot. I only see one chariot.
Okay.
He walked out of the door with the men.
Very good. Advance a little bit more until it's all over.
I think they were just sentenced to a beating that we performed.
Good.
And when they were good and bloodied all over their back because their backs were exposed.
Yes. Very good.
And it's over.
All right. So let's close that scene. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you will move to another day in that same lifetime when something else happens to affect you. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening? Notice where you are.
I'm at the house again.
What's happening?
I don't know. It's just where I'm at.
I want you to connect with your feelings. What are you feeling as you're there? Yes.
I'm just standing there in the kitchen, I think.
Yes. Has something happened?
Maybe. I think I'm alone.
What's happened to your wife?
She's not there.
How does that make you feel?
Lonely.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to her.
Let's go back in time and find out what happens to your wife. I'm going to count from 3 to 1 as you go back. 3, 2, 1. What's happening?
Guess she's left.
She's left you?
Yes.
What's your impression of that? Did she tell you why?
I think it's she had to take care of her family.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she's coming back.
Mm-hmm. Notice how that makes you feel?
Lonely.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just alone.
Mm-hmm. So up until this moment, what's been the most difficult part of all of this?
Being alone.
Yes.
Just alone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Listen carefully. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll move forward to the last days of your life in that lifetime. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening? Where are you?
I think I'm in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Same house.
How old are you there?
77.
Mm-hmm. What's happened to your body?
I'm old.
Mm-hmm. Anybody with you?
I think it's like a girl maid help.
Mm-hmm. No family?
No.
No. So as you feel your body dying there, I want you to begin to release your soul from that body. And you could look back at all of the things you've done in your life. What was the experience that you needed to get from that life?
I was a good worker.
Mm-hmm.
And I love my animals.
Mm-hmm. What did you learn?
Can't trust people.
Mm-hmm.
They'll leave you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And when you say to yourself you can't trust people, that they'll leave you, what decision do you make?
I don't want to believe that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So allow your soul now to leave that body. And I want you to see all of those souls that died because of your beatings. I want you to notice how many there are.
Just a handful, possibly 10, 15.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to notice as you did those beatings, all of the power that you took from them, all of the energy. As you cracked the whip, notice what you took from them.
Their dignity.
Mm-hmm.
But I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say to them now?
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to give it back?
I'll give it back.
All
I was
right.
just doing my job.
So I want you to talk to them and give them back their dignity that you took from them.
I'm sorry, I took your dignity.
Give it back. And notice how they feel now.
Thank you.
Very good. So take your soul into the light now, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. With the end of that experience, you no longer are tied to that karma. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, allow your soul to take you to another moment in which it needs to heal. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
Standing by the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like near the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same bridge you've seen before?
I think so.
All right. So I want you to notice as you're standing by this water, by the bridge, what kind of water is it? Is it a lake?
River.
It's a river. Mm-hmm. And what kind of a bridge is it?
Well, I don't see the bridge yet, but it's like the bulkhead around it.
Okay.
It's like concrete, metal.
Mm-hmm. And are you male or female there?
Female.
Female. How old are you?
Teenager.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you're walking, if you're driving.
Walking.
Walking. Very good. Tell me more.
Tennis shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
White
Yes.
tennis shoes.
How
Dress.
a dress. Mm-hmm.
Or like little tennis shoe type.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mary Jane
Yes.
shoes.
Yes.
Yellow dress.
Mm-hmm. Are you carrying anything?
No.
Mm-hmm. So where is it that you're going?
I think I live around there.
Mm-hmm.
An apartment building?
Mm-hmm. What year is this? See it in your mind now. Just say the numbers.
54.
Is it 1954?
1954.
Mm-hmm. And what part of the world are you in?
Australia.
Australia. Very good. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
That's all right. I don't want you to analyze it. What happens next?
I think I have brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any responsibility for them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you're responsible for?
Helping them get ready for school, feeding them, making dinner.
And where's your mom and dad?
I don't know.
Yes, continue.
Maybe it's just my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a mother anymore.
Okay.
No.
So you've taken on the role of the mom?
Yes.
Very good. And what do they call you in that life? What's your name?
Maddie
Mm-hmm. When I say Maddie, does that sound right?
or Moni.
Moni.
Something with an M.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Moni. Maybe Moni.
Moni, very good. So Moni, I'm going to have you close that scene. When I get to number 3, you're going to go to the next important scene that gives you all the information of what you do with your family. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
At home in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Our townhouse, like a little.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a building with a lot of little rooms and houses and a like apartment complex.
Yes.
Small.
Mm-hmm. Notice how many live in that house, in that apartment.
A brother and a sister and a dad, my dad.
Mm-hmm. And what is that you're doing right now?
Making dinner.
Mm-hmm. Is your dad there with you?
He's older, yes.
Mm-hmm. So ask your dad, what happened to Mom?
What happened to Mom? She died.
How?
She hit her head or was in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fight. Accident. I can't remember. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about her head.
Yes. How long ago did she die?
5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So your brothers and sisters were small then?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You've been taking care of everybody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is there anything there that you need to know about your life?
I just help them with their studies.
Mm-hmm.
School.
Okay.
Make sure they get to school.
Very good. So I'd like for you to close that scene, and we're going to advance to where there's something to do with the bridge. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you'll be there. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I think I'm driving.
Mm-hmm. You're driving?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
just the kids.
Mm-hmm. Where is it that you're going?
Recital?
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
I'm 17.
Mm-hmm. Notice where you're driving. Look around you.
On the street.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue.
I think I'm trying to overthink it too much.
Mm-hmm. I want you to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, drop deeper. Sink into this. Be there in that car. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wreck into the water. Don't think
What?
someone hit us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
You're in the water?
I'm going down. We're gonna go down in the water. I know we're gonna die.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I don't feel hitting or anything, but I know I'm dead. I know I died.
Mm-hmm. So where's your soul?
It's gone. It's out.
Mm-hmm. Check and see where it is. Where does your soul go?
It's dark.
It's a dark place?
It's dark, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the water. It was in the nighttime.
Yes. What happens next with your soul? Do you go into the light or do you stay there?
I feel like I'm just there.
You're just stuck?
Right there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very good. And what has happened to the souls of your brother and sister?
And I'm looking for them.
Mm-hmm. They're gone?
I can't find them.
Okay. What happens next?
I feel bad. I feel guilty.
Mm-hmm. What's been the most difficult part of all of this?
They're all gone. My dad.
Mm-hmm. Your dad has no one now.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen to my dad?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Suffocating.
Mm-hmm. And what is the last thought?
My dad.
My dad. Mm-hmm. Very good. So go ahead and leave that body. And I want you to find your dad. Go find your dad. And I want you to talk to him. Tell him what happened to you.
We're all dead. They're gone. I'll be there for you.
Yes.
I'll watch you.
Find your brother and sister and talk to them. What do you say to those souls?
They'll always be with me. I'll be with them.
Look into their eyes. Do you recognize them?
My brother's my brother. Eric.
Yes. So I want you to go back to that body. And we're going to fix that body. We're going to get that body out of there. I'm going to give you a tissue. And you're going to expel all of that water that's in your nose, that's in your lungs. I want you to cough it all out. Get it all out. Don't leave anything in there. Just get it out. All that muck from the bottom of the water, all that disgusting stuff that get into your body, all of that mud that infiltrated your body, get it all out. Don't leave anything in there. That's it. And now, take that soul into the light. You're free now. You're no longer at the bottom of that river. You've already said goodbye to your dad. And now you can go into the light, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. You're free. And notice who's there waiting for you in the light. Who has come for you?
An angel.
What does the angel tell you?
It's okay.
It's okay. Very good. So now go ahead with that angel, knowing that that experience will no longer affect any life that you're living. It's over. You've been found. You've been able to tell your father where you are. And you know that your siblings have been able to find you. And as you go into the light, your angel will help you realize what it is that you learned from that lifetime. What did you need to learn?
Family is important.
Yes.
Love that matters. We loved each other.
That's right. So I want you to notice now how that lifetime has been affecting the lifetime that you're living as Amy.
Family is so important.
Yes. And notice the body, the health issues. Does that have anything to do with that river?
It's uncomfortable in this life because I feel like there's so many things sabotaging family.
Yes. So let's find out how this all began. I want you to take that soul and we're going to go to right before you're born in this lifetime. I'm going to count from 5 to 1 as you drift slowly to earth. 5. Going back. 4. Right before your parents were born. 3. 2. And 1. And I want you to follow your grandmother, your mother. I want you to notice the connection. What do you sense? Do you recognize these souls?
I'm thinking of my grandmother and my mother when my mother was little.
Yes. Yes. Watch her as she's little. What's going on with her?
She's quiet.
Yes. What is she going through?
And she doesn't know herself.
Yes.
She just wants to do good for people, her father.
And notice how her dad treats her.
He loves her. But he's an addict, an alcoholic.
What impressions do you get when you follow this family?
The mother is the one holding it together.
Yes.
Yeah, and the dad, grandpa, likes to party. But he works hard.
Yes.
But he plays hard.
So follow her as she gets older. Follow Charlotte as she gets older. What happens next?
She just meets my dad.
Yes. Now I want you to notice what decision you make once she meets him. You've known this soul before?
I don't know. I don't know if I do. I see her as a child.
Yes.
It's like she's given up her life to do good, like whatever her parents told her to do.
So move forward into the moment in which you make the decision that you pick these two as your parents.
They have potential
Yes.
for love.
Very good. Move forward now as you feel the spark of life inviting you, inviting your soul, and you find yourself now floating inside of your mom, feeling the surroundings, the warmth. What does it feel like to be inside of your mommy?
It's warm. She's in trouble.
And
She's
what?
scared.
Yeah. What does she think or say when she finds out that you're there?
She's scared.
How does that make you feel?
I don't like to be scared.
And what happens when your father finds out that you're there? What does he think or feel?
He wants me.
How does that make you feel?
Good.
Good. So advance a little bit more to where you're a little bit bigger inside of your mom, and something happens. What's going on?
She's confused a lot.
Yes. What's going on with her? What is she confused about?
Doesn't mean she's scared of her parents.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I think they want me to be born.
How do you react to that?
It's good, but I know there's people around that want me here. My grandmother's one of them.
Good.
And my grandfather.
Very good. So as you begin to grow more and more, you'll understand that it's going to be time to be born Do you know if you're going to be born naturally or C-section?
Naturally.
All right. So I want you to advance now to the moment in which you are feeling the squeezing. Your body is in position. Notice what position your body is in. Mm-hmm.
My head is down.
Yes. Notice what's happening around you, the walls around you. Yes. Feel the contractions getting stronger. Notice what happens as your body begins to inch down with every squeeze.
I'm ready to be born.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens next.
I'm born. I'm in the light. I'm away. I'm there.
Very good. Who's the first one that you see?
A nurse or doctor? Doctor or a nurse?
And what does she say?
Oh, it's a girl.
How does that make you feel?
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when do you see your mommy for the first time?
I think they give her to me.
Mm-hmm.
Give her to me.
So I want you to feel the closeness of your mommy now.
Yeah.
You could feel her breath, feel her heart beating from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel from her now?
I love her. She loves me.
Yes. So I want you to talk to your mommy's soul, because you're too little to talk to her in words. And I want you to explain to her all of those feelings that you felt when you first came there.
She was scared.
Tell her how you made her feel.
I felt scared, and you were confused.
Mm-hmm.
Felt your confusion.
Yes.
And your indecision.
Yes. And you could tell your mommy that because she was so scared and insecure, that she didn't give you all of that feminine energy that she should have given you when she was born.
Yes.
That she held some of that back.
I think she did, yes.
Yeah, and that's what's going to make you a complete woman, having that divine feminine energy. So go ahead and tell her that you want that divine feminine
I want
energy.
the divine feminine in this life.
Good. Take it from her now. Open your arms and receive
Give it to me.
Breathe it in. And you'll notice that behind your mommy is her mom. And behind her is her mom. Mm-hmm. And behind her is her mom. Mm-hmm. And her mom behind her. And her mom. And there's a long chain of women, of ancestors, all women, giving you their divine feminine energy.
Yeah.
That's it. Very good.
I love them. They love me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of all of you.
Very good. Now that you have your divine feminine energy, it's time to complete your birth. It's time to sever that cord. I'm going to have you grab your umbilical cord with one hand, and with the other hand, I'm going to count to 3, and you will cut the umbilical cord forever from all of those feelings, all of that fright, all of that insecurity. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
1, 2, and 3. Cut it.
Cut.
Begin to breathe on your own now, with your own energy, with your own emotions, with your own confidence. Remembering now why you came here, the importance of this lifetime, the importance of having begun that life with those 2 parents, with that family. What do you remember now?
Of my birth.
Yeah. Why did you love?
Came in for love.
Yes. And now you could begin to see the big picture.
Yeah.
You could see the family that you chose and how that was going to facilitate the love. You can expand it even more. And notice all of the things that you went through. And now you could talk to your mom once again, being disconnected. What do you say to mom now?
You don't have to worry. I'm a good kid.
Yes, what does she say?
She worries about me too much.
Yes. So now that you are no longer connected to her, she'll have more energy. She'll be more independent of you. And you can go ahead and give her permission to live her own life, not having to take.
Permission.
Very good. Very good. So I'd like for you now to disconnect from those memories. And we're going to find what's going on with the blinking lights. I'm going to count from 3 to 1 as you go back to a memory. A memory where all the blinking lights began. 3, 2, and 1. What's happening? What's blinking?
The bathroom lights.
I want you to watch them carefully. And on your next breath, you'll be able to see what's causing the blinking lights. You'll see it through your spiritual eyes. What's happening there?
My grandma's going to transition.
Yes.
Her mother's coming to get her.
Yes. Who else is there?
Just her mother, my great-grandma.
So talk to her.
Grandma Fanny.
Talk to her. Tell her you could see her now.
I can see you now.
What does she say to you?
Says, I'm a beautiful girl.
Take a moment and give your Fanny, great-grandmother Fanny, a big hug and a kiss. You may even feel her skin.
She's beautiful.
How does she represent herself?
She's beautiful in a long black dress with an apron on the front.
Beautiful.
Just like I remember. And her hair's in a bun.
Good. So I want you to watch as she comes for her daughter.
She holds my hands.
Tell me more. What happens next?
She's just waiting on her. She'll take her.
Yes. So I want you to just watch what happens.
I'm releasing Grandma when she dies. So Grandma, great-grandma can take her.
Yeah. So talk to Big Ma. Tell her.
Grandma, your mom's here. She came for you.
Yes. And you could tell her whatever it is that you weren't able to tell her.
Oh, Grandma, you know I love you forever.
What does she say back?
She just hugs me.
Yes. So take a moment and just hug her and kiss her and say goodbye.
I'm gonna have a great adventure.
And notice if you make an agreement with her soul to soul, if she's going to tell you when she's around. What did she tell you?
It's the dimes, too.
Yes.
Yes, it's the lights.
It's the lights. Very good. Ask your grandma, does she have anything to do with your eyes?
Grandma, do you have anything? Did you go with Grandma? Do you have anything to do with my eyes? I am blind like you now.
What does she say?
I want to be close to her, but I don't know if she... It just stops right there.
Very good. So I want you to know if you've made any agreement to keep her close, to remember her.
Yes, I always remember Grandma. I
you
think about her all the time.
Did you make any agreement to feel her pain, her blindness?
No.
No.
No
Very
agreement.
good. No agreement. Very good. So allow your grandma to go now,
My grandma.
knowing that you can visit her anytime you wish.
Yes.
And I want you to focus on that eye. And we're going to do something magical. I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. With each number, you will be going deep inside of your eye to find out what's going on there. 3, making yourself tiny, tiny, tiny. 2, and 1. I want you to do an exploration of your eye. What's going on in there?
Something got in there.
Mm-hmm. What is?
Around where my lens is. I can't.
Notice what it is.
Jelly.
Jelly. Mm-hmm.
Clear jelly.
Yes.
Clear.
And what's it doing in there?
Fogging up my vision.
Okay. So we're going to do something. We're going to do some spiritual surgery in there. It could be something very, very easy. I want you to pick something that we can use. We can either use a big hose and flush it out. Mm-hmm. We can use a vacuum and vacuum it out. Mm-hmm. What would you like to use?
A vacuum. Like a dentist vacuum for your
Mm-hmm. All right.
mouth.
So I'm going to sound a tuning fork as you begin to vacuum it out, and you just tell me when it's all done. Just vacuum it out. And tell me what's happening with it.
It's a lot of goo.
Mm-hmm. Just clear it. Just vacuum it all out. Make sure you put it in a place in your body that it could be going away. Yes.
My sinuses where it can drain.
Just go ahead and drain it. And tell me when you see it completely clear.
Okay.
Very good. So now that all of that jelly stuff is gone, we need to replace it with something. We need to replace what's in there with something that's going to keep it clear. What would you like to put in that eye in order for it to, whenever it sees anything floating around, can just clear it up?
On a crystal. Something crystal clear.
Very good. So I'm going to use a tuning fork to make it crystal clear. So go ahead and bring that in. Clear it up. And notice what's happening.
Hoping it's clear.
No, you don't have to hope. You see,
Yes.
every cell in this body is born to make you who you are. Every cell in this body has a job to do. Every cell in this body takes direction from you.
Okay.
So I want you to talk to all of the cells in both eyes and tell them the intention that you have set today.
My intention is to clear this out of my eyesight so I can see much better and the cells can carry on without this goo, whatever is in my eye.
So I want you to think about something. Is there any decision that you've made in the past that would keep you from totally clearing up your eyes?
Any decision that I've made?
Yes or
keep
no?
me-
You
No,
don't-
I've made no decision to keep me from this.
Okay. So I want you to just say out loud, it's not mine.
It's not mine.
It doesn't belong to me.
It doesn't belong to me.
Now make a new decision about your eyes. My
Say clear
eyes are
my-
my eyes are clear.
My eyes are clear. And I can see.
Very good. Very good. So now that your eyes are clear, I want you to focus on the rest of your body, from the top of your head to your toes. I want you to just imagine yourself going through a spiritual scan machine, illuminating every part of your body, and it should be just clear, shiny, white. And I want you to notice if there's anything there that shouldn't be there. Maybe some shadows, maybe some clogged up areas. Go through the whole thing.
Pancreas.
Pancreas, very good. So we're going to do the same thing. I want you to focus on the pancreas and make yourself really, really tiny. And notice what's there.
It's dark.
Go deeper. I want you to notice if there's something that's coming from you or outside of you. Does this belong to you? This darkness?
Maybe. I think it is me.
All right. So I want you to go focusing in that pancreas, and we're going to go to the origin of where this all began. The first thing that comes to your mind, 5, going back, 4, to back to the origin, 3, 2, and 1. Where does this all begin, even if you think you're making it up? What memory is this? Yes.
Embarrassment.
Okay. How old are you there?
When I got caught, when I got in trouble.
So I want you to focus on that embarrassment. I want you to notice what you said to yourself when you were caught.
I was just embarrassed. My mom said people talked about me when I got in trouble.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, and it hurt, it just hurt my feelings, some of the things that she said people were saying about me. And I just know they don't know me, but it still hurt.
So let me speak with the adult version, the older version of you, the 57-year-old version of you, and I want you to go back and talk to her. Talk to that Amy. Explain to her whatever it is that you need to explain about that incident.
Honey bun, you're going to be okay. We're really going to be okay.
And I want you to notice if she's been shattered.
No, she's okay.
Is she hiding anywhere? Are pieces of her hiding?
Maybe.
All right, I want you to go ahead and call those pieces back. I want you to find out where it is that she's hiding.
Inside her.
Tell her it's time to come out now.
Time to come out now.
It's time to shine the light. And you're there to protect her.
I'm here.
Tell me when she's all put together again.
Okay.
All right. So now that you're all in one piece, is there anything that you need to say to anyone to release all of that guilt, all of that embarrassment, all of that shame?
No, just me, just Amy.
All right.
You're okay.
Okay, good. So I want you to talk to Amy.
You're
and
going to learn a lot, Amy.
Good. So with that, I want you to focus on all of that darkness, all of that embarrassment that you've been holding in that pancreas. And we're going to do the same thing that you did with your eye. I want you to begin to find a way to get all of that embarrassment out. You can use a faucet, you can use a vacuum. What would you like to do with all of that embarrassment?
Get it all sucked out.
All right, go ahead and suck it all out. And I'm going to sound the tuning fork, and this one's going to be even bigger.
Okay.
that darkness, all of that embarrassment, all of that guilt, that shame. Tell me when it's all out.
Okay.
All right, very good. Now before we continue, I want you to create a blue room in your mind. And this blue room has expandable walls, ceilings, floors. It's not a room you've seen before. And we're going to be putting something in that room. We're going to represent all of the people who have judged you, who have shamed you, who have said anything against you.
Just quit talking to me.
I want you to represent them as lights. And we're going to fill the room with all of those lights who have passed judgment on you in any way, whether you knew it or not. And I want you to tell me how big the room has become.
It's pretty big.
All right. So I'm going to have you repeat something after me. I want you to say exactly as I say it. I want you to address all of those lights, and I want you to tell them, I disconnect my light from you.
I disconnect my light from you.
Notice how that feels. All right. Now you tell them, disconnect your light from me.
Disconnect your lights from me.
And now feel your body. Are there any lights yet left in the room? A few of them?
Couple.
All right. Those are the stubborn ones.
Okay.
And I want you to address them as you would address a naughty child or someone who isn't listening to you. I want you to say to those lights, I told you to disconnect your light from me.
I told you to disconnect your light from me
Now.
Now. Yes.
And now feel your body. And now close that room up.
Okay.
And we're going to fill that pancreas now with a vibration that matches the pancreas. This is the tuning fork for the pancreas to remind it of the frequency in which it should vibrate in a healthy manner. Begin to send your love to it. Set your intention of how it should work. No longer embarrassed. No longer hurting itself. I want you to envision that pancreas shining bright, vibrating beautifully, doing its job. And tell me what you see.
It's clean and healthy looking now.
Beautiful. So scan the rest of your body and see if everything is clear. How does it look?
Looks good.
Very good. So now that your body is functioning properly, I'm going to have you go to a control room, a place that has many screens, lots of buttons and levers. And see yourself looking into one of those screens. And you're going to push the lever that takes you to the lifetime in which you knew. Go ahead and push the lever. And the screen begins to clear, and you can go through that screen and notice where you are.
A high building.
Is this a modern building?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Office. Maybe it's not so high.
Notice if you're male or female there.
I'm female.
Yes.
I see him in a camel hair suit, like a camel colored. I say hair, but it's camel color.
Yes. What is your relation with him?
I work for him.
What year is this? Just see the numbers in your mind.
1909.
Yes. Continue.
He's the executive or the big boss.
Yes. And what do you do there?
Secretary.
Advance a little bit more in that life to see how it is that your relationship changes or stays the same.
I think he's married.
What happens?
I think we have an affair.
What happens next?
We work together a lot. He's across a big table with a desk. And I'll be answering the phone, typing, and we started going out together at night.
Yes.
After work.
Tell me more.
I think I'm going to the end of our life, in
All
that
right.
life.
All right, go to the end.
We're at the top of the building. And there's a helicopter outside.
Yes.
And it's New Year's, or I think it's New Year's.
Yes.
Or Christmas, I think it's New Year's.
What is it that you're doing on the top of the building?
We're drinking, having a drink. And the helicopter's behind us. We could hear it.
Yes.
And we're not concerned. But I feel it. It's coming too close.
Yes. What happens next?
It pushes us off the building. From behind, I feel it push me from behind, like someone just pushes me from my back.
Both of you?
Yes. But we're not together, we fall separately.
Yes.
I see him in his suit. I see him in the camel hair suit.
What is the last thought that you have?
Oh shit. Oh no.
Yes.
But when I hit, I don't feel it.
Where does your soul go?
I think it came out.
Yes.
I feel like my body is numb. I don't feel the impact. I just feel, but I saw him falling too.
Yes. So I want you to find his soul. What happens to his soul?
Okay. I guess we're just energy. I don't know.
Do you make any decision?
Yeah.
What is that?
We love each other. So I guess we'll see each other again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. So I want you to go back to that body That body that's... Notice what condition that body is.
I don't even want to go to it.
So go to that body, and I want you to fix that body. I want you to use that radiant light that you are as energy and fix that body. And tell me when you are complete.
Okay.
All right. Now I want you to find that helicopter. And I want you to talk to that one that pushed you off the building. Tell him exactly how you feel about what he did.
You killed us. We weren't ready to go yet.
Look into his eyes. Have you seen those eyes before?
The old man.
So tell him how you feel about taking your life.
Well, it happened.
Was it a mistake?
I think it was an accident.
Can you forgive this man?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So now that you understand that it was an accident, he didn't see you there,
Yes.
you can now take that soul into the light, complete, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. No more fears about losing each other. Now you can complete what you didn't complete before. Very good. And with that now, I want you to scan this body and see how this body feels now that it's complete. It's not shattered anymore.
No.
And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more. When I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful.
Oh my God.
You want another tissue? You good?
Yeah, thank you. Wow.
Wow, you went through a lot, huh?
Oh my gosh.
How was that?
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Yes. And the emotions. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So what do you think? Keep this private?
No, you can let people see
Let
it.
people see it?
Yep.
Okay,
It's fine.
good.
I love watching them. I gotta give back.
That's that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Ooh, Amy, that was amazing. So, how did it feel to be in hypnosis?
It was good. It was
Yeah?
calm. It
You
was
were
great.
calm? So, were you able to see things or know things? How did it go?
I was just going with it. It's like I tried to think about things too much when I got stopped.
Yeah.
But I just went with it, and that was amazing.
Good, good. And I ask that because some people tell me, well, I'm not visual. How can I do hypnosis? And were you able to see everything? Or
I
just
saw everything.
Oh, so you were a
I saw
visual one.
Yes, I was a visual. I felt everything too. I could feel
Yeah.
it, like the horse, and I could feel.
Yeah, and she was quite a psychopath on that one with
Yes.
the Coliseum. And you know what's really weird is I just got back from Rome, and I had
Really?
and as soon as you said arena, it was like I was transported back to the Coliseum.
Yes.
And it was like, oh boy,
That's what I saw.
that's what you saw. That's amazing.
The sand, and it was open. It was an arena. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And what about when we were working on your body? How did that feel?
Tingly. I
Yeah?
could feel relaxation, and I could feel the little, like you said, little lights everywhere.
Yeah.
I could feel that. Yeah.
Well, I was using tuning forks for the pancreas. I used
Right.
it for the blood, and so I used quite a few of them. So tell everybody where you're from. Where do you live?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And that's only like an hour and a half away from here. So was it worth coming here?
Oh, definitely. Loved it.
So how did you get your session?
I just kept. I had the newsletter, and every day, sometimes I just hit
Yeah.
it, and it came up, and it was like, wow, hit the lottery here, and get going, pay it, and go on.
So it was a cancellation that I had, and it opened up, and immediately she filled
Yeah.
it. And I had kind of joked to my friend about it because I had just gotten the cancellation, and within 5 minutes, her session came through. It was like,
like
whoa.
10 in the morning or something. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
it was
just hit
amazing. It was amazing. So thank you very much for coming all the way over here.
Oh, I love it.
I'd like to thank you for watching all the way to this part. And if you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. Go to the hypnosis tab and click on newsletter and sign up for my mailing list. It comes out about once a month. And there in the newsletter, you will see links to all of my sessions that I have, you know, whether you want Zoom sessions online or here. And I also have a lot of events. This year I'm going to be starting the new year with lots of gatherings around the country. We have introspective hypnosis class, which I think she may be going to in May in Maryland, and we have one in June in the Netherlands. So I hope that if you enjoy hypnosis, that you will take us up and at least go to one of the events. So thank you for watching. Until the next one, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, give me that hug. Give me that hug.
Thank you.